This is the story of how I lost my leg. So, part two. My doctor, we left off. He had just broke my femur in two places, and I was extremely frustrated. What happened was they took me from the recovery room to another recovery room where there was a physical therapist waiting for me, and that's physical therapist was supposed to drape weights on my knee in order to keep the scar tissue breaking up. In a knee manipulation after you've had, which is a surgery that they do if you've had a knee replacement and you can't bend or straighten it appropriately, they will take and put you under anesthesia, and then they'll knock you out, and then they'll force the knee to bend and force it to straighten. So I had two of those, and on the second one he snapped my femur in two places. And so that's just a little bit of context as to what was going on here. So anyways, so I in this room, and there's a physical therapist there, and he says, well, I'm instructed to drape weights over this knee. We're going to suspend your leg in the air so that it just keeps pulling down on that knee. If my knuckle is the knee, it wants to keep pulling it down with that weight so that it will continue that scar tissue breaking up. Well, I said, you can't do that because he fractured it in two spots. He broke my femur. And the physical therapist said, well, he hasn't said anything to me. I just need to do what I was told. And I said, honestly, I would really appreciate it if you didn't do that. Please don't do that. And he said, I'm just going to do it, and I'll go find him. So anyways, he drapes this weight over my leg, which to me, it sounds asinine right now. Like, why would you do that? Why would you not check first? Like, I don't understand that. Anyway, so then he left to go find the doctor, which he could not find. And he came back, and we were just talking, and I was like, listen, you got to get it off. Like, it's broken there. And then the doctor showed up at my hospital room door, and he opens the door, and he says, oh my gosh, get it off. We broke her femur. So they took the weights off, and I made a phone call to my now ex-husband and said, you got to get me out of here. They broke my femur in two places. I've got to get out of here. And so he came and picked me up, and we left, and I went home and found a different doctor and went into him to get a second opinion on everything that had happened. And that doctor said none of this should have happened, but from here, let's get your femur healed, and let's get you to a trauma knee surgeon. So I said, okay, let's do it.